He's like, you know Charlie? I'm like, I've never heard of Charlie. I didn't know you had a kid. I thought he hit the Viet Cong with him when he said Charlie. I didn't know what was going on. I haven't been traveling too much. I was home all weekend. I was sick. I recovered. I thought it was over. We had our holiday party. We missed you. You were out in La La Land with old Samaru.
Yes.
And but we had a wonderful party for Marjorie. What a hang we had. Epic hang.
Out in the park?
Right here.
Oh, in the
right
building.
Smack in the house. And I don't know, I think norovirus may linger longer than I realized because
Yikes, Nora Ephron.
I was on my deathbed. Sarah was on her regular bed. Marty brown ice cream all week. But we thought, well, 5 days have passed. We'll have everyone come over. I feel like 100%. And about half the party got sick. But it might have been the shrimp or the cheese or just going around.
That's true. It's in the air.
Anyway, so that was fun. Sunday we had Saturday we went to Madison Square Garden, Matt and I, to celebrate, to watch college basketball, Gonzaga versus UConn. And it was the drunkest, most annoying, loud, because it's all UConn people that have won back-to-back championships. So it was packed out with these UConn queefs, just the broiest bros. And then I ran into one of these guys that maybe I was like him when I was drinking, so I got to go easy. But he was in the snack line next to me, a little weasel. He's about 5'6", 102 pounds, and he's got his big buddy. You know the guy, maybe you were this guy, the wide guy who's got the big buddy.
Oh, I know the big buddy.
And you just want to go, why don't you have your big buddy take a walk?
Yeah, then we'll see what's what.
And I go, I'll have a water and a bag of plain M&Ms. And then he's hammered, and he like looks way up at me. He's like 4'8", and he goes, whoa. What did he say? What, big boss or ballin'? He goes, hey, you're ballin'. And I go, what's that? He goes, ballin', big ballin'. To the big guy. And I go, yeah. And he goes, I don't think and the big guy goes, I don't even think he knows what you're talking about. And you want to just be like, this isn't, you're not, like, you're looking at me like I'm a boom. I'm like, it doesn't even make sense what you're saying. It's silly. You're just saying bawling and giggling. And you just want to smack his stupid. He had a mustache and glasses and like a silly hat that's sitting up here.
I hate this guy.
And you just want to go like, and then, punch the big guy in the face and kick him in the balls and crack him in the jaw.
What is that? We were in L.A. and this guy goes, you want a drink? And me and Sam go, nah, we're good. And he goes, what are you, gay? And you're like, we're doing this still?
Right.
Like, I don't even know. What year is it? What grade are we in? What are we in, high school?
I'd rather be called gay than like bawling. It just didn't, there's like a one word. I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Anyways, he sucked. So then we go in and I'm sitting in this is like embarrassing. We got nosebleed seats because everyone just buys the seats immediately. So you got to go, all right, boo. I'm in section 241, row 75. We're hiking up there. And as we get up there, there's one guy who goes, Joe List, mother Joe List, this is crazy. You're here. I'm a Tuesday.
Hey!
My seat is directly in front of him. We're like Maverick and Goose.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
Wow.
So I'm just sitting, so the whole night I can't look at my phone because he's going to be looking at my wife's panties and Karen's tits, because whatever I'm looking at, he can see.
Yeah, if Larry Day was sitting in front of me, I'd check his phone too.
Of course. So my codes, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
And he's a great guy. His name was Adam. Shout out Adam.
Big
Adam.
That's lunch.
Shit. But he was nice. But then his friend didn't know me, so he was like busting my balls. He's like, oh boy, you think you're a celebrity. I've never heard of you. I'm like, I know, yeah, it's crazy. And he's like, boy, these aren't exactly celebrity seats up here. I'm like, I know, it's crazy.
You're really balling.
And I could tell his friend was feeling weird about it, but anyways, he was great and nice, and he did the I won't bother you, and he didn't. Then I had a funny bit, because now I know he's behind me, so every time the cheerleaders were on the big screen, I'd snap 50 photos of the cheerleader. That was a fun bit. And
did he get it?
Oh, yeah. He was hilarious. And then he had a good line. He goes, that's for when the internet goes out, which is funny.
Hey, all right, Adam, you big queef.
So we had a great time. There was a bunch of drunk idiots, but what are you going to do? I was one of those ones. So then Sunday, we have the big party, and it was a who's who cares. It was Isabel Hagen, Jason Canner, Matt Wayne, Andrew Chavone, Katie Hannigan, Mike Vecchione.
Ooh, I dodged a bullet.
Louis was here.
There you go.
So I text everybody 1 to 5-ish. Stavros came, of course.
Hey, big stop.
Guess what time Stavros left?
It's 1 to 5. I guess he left at what? 4:30?
9:45 p.m.
Jeez. Well, he probably was trying to leave for a while. He's a big man.
I think I don't know. He's the sweetest boy. And hey, he could stay here for all. He could my wife in front of me. He's a beautiful
Sure.
man. We go way, way back.
He's a
and,
sex symbol.
He's first class all the way. But we put the baby down. I'm like, all right, I go in the bedroom. It's one of those ones where you put the baby down. You're like, that's my job. I put the baby down. I sing and whatever. You come out, and he's still sitting there. And I was like, so what's going on?
Oh,
And then we just
jeez.
chatted. And I go to bed at 8:30 p.m. these days. And he just sat there. I went to bed.
9:45.
9:45.
Excessive.
But and I was doing his podcast the next morning at 11 a.m.
You could have knocked it out here.
Exactly. So, but he's great, and I'm always happy to see
the man.
Stavy. I mean, just one of the great guys,
Beautiful
and hilarious and fun to talk with, and he's the best. Anyways, so speaking of being off of the invite time, parties from 1 to 5-ish.
Oh,
you know.
here we go.
So we're hanging out, sitting around, and Sarah's cooking. She's in her pajamas, no bra, tits out, one nipple over here, one nipple up here.
Well, before a party is crunch time. You got to have everything ready, everything good to go. Get out of my way. I'm in work mode.
Oh, it's crunchy time, baby. Granola crunch. And I'm in the baby's bedroom with him. He's in his panties. He's wearing lace underwear. I got no shirt on.
Sure.
And we're playing, tic-tac-toe and hopscotch. And I just hear boom, boom. Not the downstairs bell. Now, I'm living in a luxury apartment, not to brag. It's very
Doorman.
exciting. You have a doorman, so they call on the phone.
Mark Doorman.
And they go, hey, Steve's coming up. I go,
Yeah.
great, all right. Hang up. This is my actual doorbell. So somehow, whoever this guest is has circumvented
Now I have a feeling because I know a slippery wop
the
when I hear
doorman.
one.
Yeah, he might have a pie, for instance. Maybe he was
Yes.
born here. So it's
Shaky camera.
12:15. The doorbell goes off, and I go, what the hell's going on? Why is someone at the door? The party starts at 1, and now parties, it's particularly with comedians, and particularly New York City. You say 1, everyone's getting there at 2.
Of course.
No one ever comes at 1. Well, it's 12:15. The doorbell rings. Sarah goes to open the door in her pajamas with a hairnet on and a pair of reading glasses. Opens the door. It's lock, stock, and barrel. One Matt Salic, his wife, his son, his dog, the cat. He's got a
my
fishing
God.
rod. He's got
my God.
a chocolate babka, a basketball, a dinosaur, and 2 books.
Oh, man.
And you just hear, because I'm in the other room, I just hear, hey, and I go,
Oh.
and I'm like literally 2 rooms away around the corner with the baby going, what's going on here? I poked my head out,
God.
and oh, man, it's Sally.
That big old pizza pie.
I mean, he was here 95 minutes before guest number 2, or guest number 4, I should say, because he brought his whole family.
That's true. He wheeled in his grandma.
I mean, I've never met any of these people. He's like, Stacy? I'm like, I don't. He's like, Charlie? I'm like, I've never heard of Charlie. I didn't know you had a kid. I thought he hit the Viet Cong with him when he said Charlie. I didn't know what was going on.
Get behind the tall grass.